Got to mention the grand final, don't we? An imposing win by Geelong on Saturday. They were favourites, of course, understandably, but boy, they absolutely thumped Sydney, and that's not something that happens to the Swans very often. So it was a bit of a shock to many and certainly detracted from the spectacle on the day. Now, Geelong had one of the oldest teams ever in a grand final, and there was a lot of talk about that before the game, whether they would be able to stand up in the final. Too old and too slow, said some, coming up against the much younger Swans. Well, they stood up all right, and some of their star players had a lot of fun hitting back at the ageist critics when they turned up today for their Mad Monday celebrations. That's Isaac Smith there. Norm Smith, they call him now, helped up by Patrick Dangerfield, an elderly Dangerfield. Yeah, old Norm and the gang, grey-haired and weary. They needed their Zimmer frames to get about. Star midfielder Patrick Dangerfield, as I mentioned, reckons that this wasn't too far from the truth anyway.
Wednesday, pre-grand final, Joel sent around the text message and said, I've organised a retirement bus for Mad Monday, so it was great to see the captain's head was well and truly in the game and ready for performance. And then the kits came later. If you rock up on a Monday morning after a game, that's generally how most of us move. So, yeah, it's good fun. Too old, too slow and too good.
Too old, too slow, too good. Spot on. Well done by Geelong. Looked like a lot of fun. They are a great club, the Geelong Footy Club. Obviously super on the field, but they also do the little things so well. A couple of highlights for me over the weekend were Captain Joel Selwood taking little Levi, son of former great Gary Ablett Jr., for a run through the banner. Now, Levi's had his issues, and to go out there and run through the banner with Joel Selwood, the captain, just fantastic before the game. And then have a look after the game when Selwood spots one of the Cats' most passionate supporters, Sammy Morefoot, on the fence. Now the Cats players know Sammy well. Look at this. Joel Selwood says, why don't you jump on the field with us? Sammy's a supporter, well known to the Cats players, turns up at training often. What about this? A highlight of his life. Gets to wear the medal, thanks to Isaac Smith. Just terrific stuff, Joel Selwood and the whole Geelong Footy Club. And while we're on the game too, I just want to mention Swans co-captain Dane Rampey. Despite that humiliating loss, he really spoke with a lot of grace and sportsmanship after the game too. Well done. Can't wait for 2023 now. The year of the Crow, perhaps?